Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hail to you, and welcome back to the Havamal In Depth. I'm your host, the Stoic Lokean, and today we delve into the profound teachings of stanza 19. So join me as together we will unravel the wisdom encapsulated in these ancient verses, exploring the art of moderation and the importance of timely rest. Stanza 19 imparts timeless advice. So I'll read it to you. Let a man hold the cup, yet of the mead drink moderately. Speak sensibly, or be silent. As of a fault, no man will admonish thee if thou goest to bed early. This is Freya, by the way. Hi, Frey. So again, while a seemingly simple stanza, let's break down the layers of wisdom within these lines. So, from an Old Norse perspective, we find cultural values that emphasize the importance of balance in one's actions. The mention of holding the cup and drinking moderately reflects a nuanced approach to indulgence, rooted in the Norse way of life. The Old Norse people were known for their celebrations. Modern day heathens, pagans, are known for their celebrations, often accompanied by the sharing of mead. However, the stanza advises moderation. The act of holding the cup signifies participation in the festivities, but the emphasis on drink moderately underscores the wisdom of avoiding excess. Furthermore, the counsel to speak sensibly or be silent speaks to the significance of mindful communication. In Norse society, where oral tradition and storytelling were vital, the ability to speak sensibly was highly valued. This advice encourages thoughtful discourse and measured words. The closing line, for example, as a fault, no man will admonish thee if thou goest to bed early, sheds light on the virtue of prioritizing rest. In a culture that revered hard work and resilience, recognizing the importance of adequate sleep was a practical and valued aspect of self care. To delve into the essence of moderation and sagacious behaviour, we'll turn our attention to the saga of, and again, please forgive my pronunciation, the saga of Gunnar Hámundarson. Hámundarson. We'll go with that. Who features greatly in the first half of Njal's saga. This saga unfolds a narrative rich with instances that resonate with the council in stanza 19. Gunnar, a central figure in this particular saga, is often portrayed as a skilled warrior, known for his exceptional strength and prowess in battle. However, it's the finer details of his character, especially his approach to feasting and communication, that align with the wisdom of stanza 19. In the saga, Gunnar's encounter with celebratory feasts echo the Havamal's advice to drink moderately. Gunnar, despite his formidable stature, exemplifies restraint, steering clear of excessive indulgence. Now, arguably, there are reasons for him steering clear of excessive indulgence, as you know, you'll come across many stories in your life where someone deliberately doesn't drink too much so that they can be aware of what's going on in the crowd. But his measured approach to revelry becomes a beacon of the virtues outlined within stanza 19. Gunnar's saga is replete with instances where he demonstrates a deep understanding of the disposition of others, This aligns with the stanza's counsel on understanding human nature, and Gunnar's sagacity in forming alliances and managing conflicts showcases a nuanced comprehension of the complexities of human interactions. His character also signifies the delicate equilibrium between strength and restraint. His ability to wield a sword with might is complemented by a wisdom that prevents him from succumbing to the excesses of power and indulgence. As we, as I, when I read and studied Gunnar's saga, the one thing I think I uncovered within that is a narrative that weaves the principles of the Havamal into the fabric of Norse law. Gunnar's legacy endures as a testament to the timeless values of moderation, thoughtful communication, and a discerning understanding of human nature. And I think all of those qualities are really represented within stanza 19. From a Stoic perspective, there's been a few stanzas that I've read already, particularly further on through the Havamal, which we'll explore in later episodes. But this one really resonated with me from a Stoic perspective. If we look at it through the philosophy of Seneca, we find a remarkable harmony between the Stoic philosophy of ancient Rome and the Norse wisdom encapsulated in the Havamal. As we continue to draw parallels between these diverse yet interconnected traditions, the common threads of human virtue and wisdom become more and more evident. Seneca, in his philosophical writings, emphasized the virtue of moderation. And actually, the virtue of moderation is one of the four central pillars of Stoicism, if you like. The Stoic school to which Seneca belonged advocated for temperance in all aspects of life. In line with stanza 19's counsel to drink moderately, Seneca would likely applaud the notion of enjoying life's pleasures with restraint, avoiding excesses that might lead to folly. Seneca's Stoicism places a strong emphasis on virtue as the highest good. Virtue, according to Seneca, encompasses wisdom, courage, justice, and moderation. They're your four central pillars of Stoicism. Stanza 19, with its focus on moderation in drinking and sensible speech, aligns seamlessly with Seneca's Stoic ideals. Living in accordance with reason and virtue was, for Seneca, excuse me, the path to true fulfillment. He often wrote about the preciousness of time and the importance of using it wisely. So, going to bed early, as suggested in the latter part of the stanza, could be interpreted through the lens of Seneca's views on time management. The Stoic philosopher would likely appreciate the idea of utilizing one's time for rest and self-reflection rather than engaging in frivolous and excessive activities. While Seneca lived in ancient Rome and the authors of the Havamal in a very different time and culture, the parallel virtues and principles in their teachings are striking. And that's one of the reasons why I started doing this podcast, to be fair, because as I explained in episode 1, I was worried, concerned that my ideals as a heathen, as a Lokean, and my ideals as a Stoic might have been contradictory. And there are lots of contradictory parts of my personality, as there are with all of us. We all have contradictory parts to us, a light side and a dark side, or a shadow side, as Carl Jung put it. But when I then started reading them in detail and really giving thought as to what they meant, actually, there's a lot of similarities between the teachings that we see within the law, within the sagas, within the Havamal, and within Stoic teachings as well. The call for moderation, thoughtful speech, self reflection, the pursuit of virtue seems to echo across the ages. It really does, and I've used this phrase before, but it really does transcend cultural boundaries. In the modern world, so looking at bringing the wisdom of stanza 19 into our contemporary lives, in a world filled with distractions and a constant stream of information, the importance of moderation and mindful communication remains as relevant as ever. The art of moderation extends beyond drinking. It encompasses all aspects of our lives, whether in our consumption of media, food, experiences. The ability to find balance contributes to a healthier and more fulfilling life. As we navigate the digital age where information overload is common, the counsel to speak sensibly or be silent gains renewed significance. In a society often characterized by rapid communication, cultivating mindfulness in our words is a virtue. Thoughtful speech fosters meaningful connections and minimizes the risk of misunderstanding. It aligns with the Stoic principle that Seneca advocated: speak in order that you may be heard. Lastly, the stanza's acknowledgement of the value of early rest serves as a reminder of the importance of sleep in our well being. In a world that sometimes glorifies busyness, recognizing the virtue of a good night's sleep is just a testament to self care. You need to sleep in order to be mentally and physically able. And without it, you're useless. So it's a really, really important part of the stanza to remember. In conclusion, then, stanza 19 guides us in the art of moderation and the significance of mindful communication. As we navigate our modern lives, let this ancient wisdom inspire a balanced approach to our actions and words. Before I sign off, I will, as always, read stanza 19 to you one more time. Let a man hold the cup, yet of the mead drink moderately. Speak sensibly, or be silent. As of a fault, no man will admonish thee if thou goest to bed early. Thank you for joining me on this episode of the Havamal In Depth. If you found these insights resonant, please consider liking, subscribing, or leaving a review. Sharing with your friends is greatly appreciated. Until next time, may the wisdom of stanza 19 inspire a balanced approach to your life. Thank you, and hail to you.